everything's gay. You tickle a little Chinese boy, he'll be like, I'm gay. I threw a frisbee the other day, hit a dude right in the ass, bro. Even the air is gay. We lost this battle, guys. Now, I'm not saying it's not wonderful to be gay, man. Shit, them boys put away some cocaine. The cocaine alone makes me want to go party with them boys. 2 more relapses, I'll be the gayest dude you've ever seen, son. And when I'm gay, I'm only fucking straight dudes. I ain't fucking no gay dudes. That's gay. Now, I will say this, man, it used to be a little more fun in the world because if someone was gay or considering gay, they didn't just say it. They would be secretly gay for a while. A couple years, they would be secretly gay, and you got to, it was fun. If you were straight, you just got to guess who was gay every day. It was kind of nice. Every day it was just like, who is gay? It could be Randall. Like, no, I just ordered lemonade a lot at lunch. But now the second somebody's gay, they're like, I'm gay. It's like, you're 7. You just don't want to take out the trash. Now do your chores. We'll talk about it when you're 12, buddy. And now the water too, they say there's something in the water that's making people gay. You heard this? There's something in the water. Plasticides or something. And now you're getting even unoriginal gays. You're getting these dang water bottle gays. What is going on? I want a God-given gay person, okay? Like we deserve in this country. Not one of these Fiji 18-ounce gays that they're making. It's just different, man. And I'm not saying it's not wonderful to be gay, it's just not that rare, you know? I know way more people that are gay than people that could juggle. Juggling's gay, dude. Juggling is way gayer than being gay. If I saw 2 men making love and 1 dude learning to juggle, I'd say this queer needs to chill out a bit. My grandfather didn't die in the war, so this ball muppet could party at the park over here. And I got more respect for the OG gay men, I will say it. These young gay men, it's just 24 hours a day, unlimited gay. Unlimited gay. But those OG men, they had to stand in there with a wife, with 2 children. And on their own time, they had to slip off and polish their buddy up behind the GameStop. And come back home and suffer with their family like the rest of us. So I'm not upset anybody's gay, but I'm a little pissed these boys are cutting corners, man. Get a family and suffer and also be gay. Nobody wants to work anymore, man. What else, dude? Not much, man. My sister. Oh my gosh, she's been fucking this guy. I wouldn't fuck her. Thank God for that, buddy. Amen, man. You got a sister? How many you got? Just 1, huh? What would you do, buddy? You don't know? It's okay, yeah, think about it, take some time, bud. Yeah, you got time to figure that out, brother. And good luck with it, too. It's hit or miss out there, you know. You ever want to kill yourself, but you just take a nap instead? Okay, a couple heroes up in here, bro. Oh, you're like, Ozarks is on, I ain't killing myself. With a new cake boss on. Dude, in our town, you couldn't even really kill yourself, man. We had one fella try to kill himself, this fella, Big Raymond was his name. And they misnamed him. He wasn't big. So he's always introducing himself and then apologized. And he just couldn't figure it out anymore. He was just filled with shame, you know? Just living a lie. So he tried to take his own life, and he jumped off the tallest building in our town. And it was J.C. Penney's. It was 1.5 stories. It's not funny, dude. He jumped off that bitch. And he just landed, bro. And they made him go back to work. What the fuck? At least give him a 20-minute break. Let him get a root beer or something. And man said, clock out if you don't do that. Like he's trying to clock out. He clocking out with God, baby. That's the last clock. You can't even kill yourself anymore. Nobody cares. You call the suicide hotline, they're just like, do what you do, fam. What else, man? Not much, dude. Been thinking about getting a gun. I've been praying about it. Yeah, because I don't want to get a gun unless God wants me to, you know? So, and I've been thinking that he's giving me the sign, he's ready for me to get a gun. So, guess we'll see whatever he wants me to do next, you know? Interesting. What else, man? Not much. Some beautiful couples here tonight. You guys married? Nope. Y'all ever thought about it? Y'all never thought about it, huh? Okay. That's okay. You guys are? And how long have you been married, man? 10 years, that's good, man. That's great. And where'd you meet your wife at? At the farm? At the bar? Why is that funny to us? And y'all live together? Yeah, y'all live together. Silly, you guys live together. That's the hard part for me, I think. I just don't want somebody being in my house. Like, I feel like if you leave, they should have to leave, you know? And then you meet back up at 4:30. Like, and I don't want to be in a marriage, I just don't know what to say, because sometimes I'll be on like a date that, you know, if you go on a date, that's a couple of days. If you go camping or if you just do something that's like more than one day, and like the second day, I don't have anything left to say. So that's why I'm just like, I don't know if I could be married. Because how much stuff do you ever write shit down just to say next week or whatever? Yeah. That's the thing, I gotta get more proactive with it. Then I gotta get like a little journal or something for it. But yeah, I just don't want to be in a marriage where I'm not saying anything ever. Or we don't say nothing, you know? I'm just making smoothies all the time just to break up the silence or whatever, you know? Making 70-minute smoothies. Can't chat, man, just put a smoothie movie on! But I got commitment issues, man. I've had them my whole life. My mother didn't look at me for about maybe 11 years. So that'll make you a little bit strange, you know. You'd think if something fell out of your vagina, you'd fucking look it in the eyes! Not my mother. I'm gonna play hard to get with this side goat. And then my grandmother didn't like me. That's what fucking shook me, you know? And I should have known she wasn't gonna like me because her and my mother were relatives. But I didn't catch on, you know? I remember one time my grandmother got down like this and she said, "I don't like you." And she had arthritis. And I'm not trying to get you to feel sorry for me. I'm trying to tell you how I ended up on drugs. Something we can all relate to. When I was about maybe 7 years old, my grandmother, she said I couldn't come visit her anymore. And she said because I ate some chocolates at her house and I lied about it. Now I could have done it, you know? I don't know what I was doing. I was a child. And she said that I couldn't come visit for 10 years. So that was the rule, and I didn't have like an attorney or anything. I didn't, you know, and my mom was like, well, grandma makes her own rules. So for 10 years, I couldn't go visit my grandparents, and my brother and sisters, they could go, you know, and they would go, and they'd come back and just being all fucking cool or whatever, you know, with their snickerdoodles and crossword puzzles, and sometimes my brother would get a pair of like my grandma's like hosiery or whatever, and it was, you know, the kind that like curls up at the end right there. It rolls up and that vein will pop out, and she would fucking beat it back in there with her cane. But he would bring home a pair of those, and sometimes we'd both put our legs in there at the same time and pretend a snake was eating us. But anyway, I couldn't go, you know. And when I was 16 years old, after 10 years, I was allowed to go visit. And my grandma, she lived in a rural area, middle of nowhere, you know. A lot of people trying to scrub their information off 23andMe so they could still make love, you know. Oh, that's the Berlin Wall of small town sex, man. Fuck those people. They've killed a lot of legal love, semi-legal love. Anyway, so when I got to the town, some of the children there gave me some LSD. And I took it, you know, just because that's the kind of guy I am. And they took me to a party, and it was just children drinking at a party, and I was drinking. And at some point in the evening, I had to urinate. And you should never feel ashamed of yourself if you have to urinate. I want to say that. You know, you're not a pissy boy. You're not a drippy boy. You're not a little yellow boy. You're not a Vietnamese crack pipe. Okay? You're a good boy, no matter how many times you have to pee at night. And God loves you. Even if you have to pee 7 times in one night. Even if you stand by the toilet holding your little wiener and nothing comes out of it for 10 or 11 minutes while somebody's smoking in the shower that you don't even know that. But none of that matters, buddy. You're a great kid and God loves you. You know, I believe in God. I believe that God gives us water and then He wants it back, right? Now, the weird part, and I agree with a lot of folks on this, the weird part is He wants it back out that wiener, bro. Or that chick wiener, right? I agree. That shit's weird, but He does so much other magic, you gotta look past that, you know? You gotta look past that, and you gotta get that splash rabbit out when Daddy wants it, so. Anyway, I'm rambling, but so I'm at this party, I get pinged by the big dog, he wants to see a little bit of work, you know? So I don't know where to urinate, right? I start looking for a place to urinate. And it's some white people's land, right? And white people, they'll own like 100 acres, but you piss in the one spot where they buried their bunny, and they start fucking shooting, you know? Don't piss on Nugget! So I found a Ford Escort vehicle out there. And I crack open this Ford Escort, and I just start peeing into this vehicle. Because you can pee in a Ford Escort, what else are you gonna do with it? Throughout the rest of the evening, I had to continue to urinate. I would go over, I'd open up the door, and I would urinate into this sweet-ass Ford Escort. So fast forward about 2 hours later, I gotta get a ride home. The only person who will give me a ride home is this boy Jason Donovan and his girlfriend, and they drive that Ford Escort, baby. So I done urinated in the back seat of that thing about 9 times by now. So I'm back there, I'm just bird bathing in my own urine, you know? Just bee bathing in my own Lord porridge on me. And I didn't tell nobody I've been pissing in here. That's the kind of guy I am. I ain't no snitch, cuz. I'll piss in your car all night, she ain't gotta know shit, bruh. I ain't no snitch. I might even say, hey, it smells a bit like piss back here. But that's all you gotta know, dog, I got us. So I'm back there just holding it down for us. And that LSD starts to flare up. Yeah, you forgot I took it on me too. Me too. This shit was homemade. Somebody made this shit on a grill, bro. It had cheese on one side of it. And I knew something was wrong because I remembered thinking that one of my shoulders was trying to keep a secret from me. And that's drugs, buddy. So I said, hey, drop me off a couple blocks away from my grandmother's. I want to walk off this LSD. Yeah, you can't do that. I don't know what they put in LSD, but it ain't GPS, right? So they fucking drop me off, cuz I'm out in the street by myself, son. I'm doing my shit. Right, I'm out there just trying on different spines and shit. You know, my shadow's trying to fuck, bro. I'm not doing well, you know? I'm not doing real well. And my senses got messed up and on the drugs, and I could see, but out of this part of my hands, right? Oh yeah, this LSD had some damn turpentine in it, I bet. So now I had to find my way to my grandmother's. I had to find the street signs, and I had to read them like this. So I'm not doing real good. I get to my grandmother, she lived in a small house, right? It was just a little house with just like little house stuff in it. And I went in the guest bedroom, and I lay down, right? And I closed my eyes, and they were still open. Damn, I broke my eyes. And I was like, how am I gonna survive, dude, with fucking broken eyes? Oh, here come old broken eyes with his broken ass eyes, right? So I start getting real scared. And I reverted to the last time I've been in my grandmother's when I was a child. When I was 7 years old, if you got scared at night, you would walk down the hallway. They left their bedroom door open. And you say, Grandma, I'm scared. Can I get in bed with you guys? And they would let you lay in there until your comfort was back up, right? So that's what I did, bro. 16 years old, fucking high on LSD. Just playing double dutch with nothing, bro. Start walking down the hallway. All these ceramic frogs looking at me. That's the motherfucker that ate the chocolates. I get to my grandmother's door. I say, Grandma, I'm scared. Can I get in bed with you guys? And she said yes, dude. Because she's out of her fucking mind, that's why. And everybody in this family is a piece of shit. This true story, right? So now I'm in bed with my grandparents, right, who I barely even know. Just frying on LSD, just like the devil just hired 4 Waffle House chefs to work in the back of my neck, bro. And everybody ordered eggs. No más huevos. Dude, I remember thinking which one of my grandparents was going to be alive longer based on their body temperature at that moment. So I'm Edgar Allan Poe, and I'm not doing real well. They got aortas in the floorboards, baby. I'm not doing real great. So I'm laying there for like 2 minutes or even 34 million minutes. I get so scared, I sit up in my grandmother's bed. Right, my human grandmother. I lean over her body. They had a landline phone. I pick it up, and I dial 911. Because we need people with guns here, dude. That's the only way we gonna solve this shit. And it was a small town. I hit 911. They're like, hello, we're doing a chili cook-off tomorrow. I said, there's somebody in the basement. And it's not me. Pretty saw-ass clues, right? So I put the phone down. They said, we'll be right over. So I put the phone down and I started laying down real quietly. I'm hoping my grandmother didn't hear me make the call. That's where I'm at. I'm thinking officers will come in, make a discursion, I'm out, right? So I'm laying down fucking real quietly, bro. Quiet as anybody ever laid down. They see me laying, they hate it. Bro, quietest in the gang. Hey, is somebody laying down in there? I don't hear nobody. Quietest lay down in the game, hoping my grandmother didn't hear me make the call. My grandmother, who is 2 inches away from me, in her own bed, sits up and goes, there's somebody in the basement! And I have no idea what she's talking about, dude. You ever had an idea? I didn't have it. My brain had just taken like a previous exit, I'm baking future cakes. I don't know what she's talking about. I said, there is. Now my grandmother and I are having like a who's on first, but there's somebody in the basement. My grandpa's just laying there like a piece of shit, Ronnie. Yeah, dude, Ronnie. I gotta get a picture of Ronnie so we can put it up there next time, but he was our step grandpa, whatever the fuck that is. Dude, don't come over and try to be our grandpa. It's really strange. Let me get up in them recipes, girl, And he was 22 years younger than my grandmother. So, he wasn't like a rapist, but he was just like a time-release rapist or whatever, and he cut his shirt sleeves off. He made my grandma wear them at night. And he also had Marine tattooed down each arm. We found out that he wasn't in the service. Typical Ronnie shit, bro. When we called him on it, he told us that he used to work security at an aquarium and they made him get it. We're like, I'm gonna need you to step away from them seahorses. One thing Ronnie did that was cool though, he used to smoke cigarettes and he would just put the lit end of it, he would put it under our nose and let us inhale that smoke for free. And I respected the fuck out of him, boy. God, when you were young and you got to do that, that shit felt so good to you. God loved you. Anyway, sorry, so, Yeah, so the officers came into the bedroom and I was in there and we're all just in bed, you know, everybody's like kind of scared or whatever. And because we're all hiding from somebody that I made up that was in the basement. And we're in like those baby blue sheets. Or you know the blue your grandma gets, it's like the last blue that they have, you know? It's like see you soon Jesus blue, you know? We're all in there. Just like, it looks like we're just all like have the see you soon Jesus blue up to here. Like we're in one of the Lord's to-go envelopes, you know? And they looked in the basement and there was nobody in there. And then the officer, they didn't press charges against me. One of the officers sat in the other bedroom with me while I fell asleep. And in the morning, my grandmother made me breakfast and she didn't say nothing to me. And I didn't say nothing to her. And I left that afternoon, and that was the last time I ever saw her. Yeah, she died. She died. I can tell you, she died about 4 months after that. She died. And guess where they found her at, too? Basement, yeah. Who said aquarium? Somebody said aquarium? That's unbelievable. You got to listen to that whole story. And then Grandma died at the aquarium. Yeah, I know your wife told you not to say it too, probably. And you went and fucking said it anyway. That's okay. What else, man? Not much, dude. Just trying to figure out if I'm racist or not, you know? Same thing everybody's doing. If I am, bro, if I am, I'm not telling anybody. That's where you fuck up. I'll just get some figurines and just be racist at the house, you know? I'm not being one of these outdoor racists. That's our parents' job, dude. I'm not doing that. I don't think I am. I'm not. I'm definitely pretty much not, you know? I want a black son, so I do. I do, man. I got 2 black kids on my vision board. I'm grateful for that. But yeah, I hate how they're always like, "Are you racist?" It's always "Are you racist?" Yes or no. There's never any real like this here. You're like, no. You know, but I think there's, I'm not like, I guess if I'm honest with what do you think, I was like, okay, fine. If one of us is going to be honest, I'll try. I'm not like, worse, I think I might be like like the little, like I have flare-ups, and I gotta go to the YMCA and say stuff underwater that I can't say on land anymore, but I'm not buying merch or nothing, I'm not on a text chain or anything, I don't think I am. I'm not. I'm not. What else have I been thinking about? Oh, reincarnation. I'm gonna do it. I wasn't gonna do it. I was gonna take some time off or whatever, but then I'm like, what else am I gonna do? So I'm gonna re-enlist or whatever. I gotta get online. See what they have offered or whatever. Come back as an E5 or something. My Indian buddies do it. Them bitches do reincarnation, bro. Indian people, they've been alive for 700 years sometimes when you meet them. That's why their eyes is just a little red sometimes. Every time I see an Indian dude, I get him one water and one Gatorade course. Every time, baby. Hydrate, Patel, baby. We need you back out there, you know? Them bitches don't play, bro. They got that Heaven 11, baby. Them bitches, they don't take a day off, bro. Come again. Come again. They keep coming back. So yeah, I'm just thinking about reincarnation, you know, and I'm just, I guess if I got to do it again, what ethnicity would I be, you know? Because I've already been white, you know? Or semi-white. My father's actually from Nicaragua, so. But yeah, I think about what ethnicity would I be, you know? What would you be, you think, brother, in the hat right there? Is that a hat on? I can't see that, but it is a hat. What ethnicity are you now, brother? You're white? Okay. That's okay. Yeah, it's fine. You're doing good. And what would you be if you got to do reincarnation? You go Hispanic, huh? Wow, that's cool, man. It's exciting, huh? You excited about it? Which one, though? You going Mexican? Just do Mexican, huh? Yeah, Guatemalan, dude? Come on, bro. Oh, one of the funnest fucking Mexicans that they have? Guatemalan, I don't know if I've met anybody that's Guatemalan. Mexican, I think, would be fun, though. You gotta get up early, that's the toughest part, but outside of that, I would love it. Guatemalan seems nice. Yeah, I like to think about it, you know? I like to think about what I would be. What would you be, brother? You'd be Alaskan? What is it, just white again, dude? Just say white if you want to be white again. I think it's fine. If you do it 3 or 4 times, they're gonna catch on with you. You know? But if you just run it back one time, like, oh, I left my keys in there, you know? You just fucking go. Yeah, dude, if you fucking, they're gonna pull your card if you keep going back, bro. But I feel, yeah, stick with what you know. That all checks out too, so I don't want you to feel bad about that. But yeah, I think about that, man. I don't want to really be Japanese. I would rather be black or Mexican, I think. Be the most exciting. You know, black is the most exciting because I think because there's the most risk, most reward. You could be Derrick Rose shooting 16 for 20, or you could be Pookie Rose shooting 6 at a birthday, you know? But once you apply, you don't know where God's gonna put you in at. So you really gotta be ready for whatever, you know? But I would like to be black, I think. I don't know if I would do it next, I would maybe do it in 2 times. If they'll have me, I'm gonna apply or whatever. What else, man? Not much, dude. Just got 21 months off of cocaine, so that's pretty cool. Thank you, yeah. I'm curious to anybody that's struggling out there with that, man, because I like cocaine. People are like, hey man, do you like cocaine? And I'm like, yeah. Yes, sir. I've done cocaine off of a baby's back, dude. Yeah, and I'm not proud of it either. But I ain't ashamed of it. Yeah, and it wasn't my baby, I don't have any baby, but my friend Richard had a baby, and he still has it. The baby is pretty long now, but it's doing fine. And we were at the bar or whatever, and he's like, I have a baby. And I'm like, dude, we are so on cocaine, you can't just have a baby or whatever. And he's like, I do have a fucking baby, you pussy. That's what he told me. And I was like, okay, well, let me see it, you know. And we went back to his house, we go upstairs, and in the cage or whatever, there's the baby, right? And so somebody put cocaine on the baby's back. I think Richard did it. He says that he doesn't remember who did it. And we put a little on his back, and not a bunch. It's not like, yeah, it didn't like weigh it down or anything, you know? Just enough where you could, like he wouldn't, the goal was to not get the baby to wake up. And it was a mixed baby too, so you could see the cocaine. Yeah, dude. I I'm not doing white powder off a white baby's back. So you can't find it, you're just down there huffing on a kid, just like you're our president. How weird that the guy's huffing fucking children. Get a can of gas like a decent American, you fucktard. I don't care which side you're on, don't sniff our kids shouldn't be a campaign slogan. But anyway, yeah, you had to do your little part of cocaine, get out of the room, and if the baby didn't do its eyes or anything, you get a 1 score. And first person to get 3 scores was gonna win until Lindsay, Richard's wife, who's been a cunt since high school, since student council, she showed up. And fucking ruined everything and sent Richard away. Dude, I'll tell you this, one time I was at my buddy Patrick's house and we were doing some cocaine, you little pussy. And we'd done a good bit, you know? And shit gets a little gay if you do too much, you know? It's, oh yeah, the last 2 balls of an 8-ball are on another guy, for sure, right? So you gotta calm down around mid-bag, I feel like. But we were in Patrick's kitchen just accusing each other of being gay, you know? I heard you've been queering around the area, Patty! And our faces were like this far away from each other. So I was like, I'm gonna go take a walk before Patrick just starts slurping on everything in the silverware drawer, you know? So I went outside and I got on my phone, right? And I got on my phone and I got on one of the dating apps, and it was Hinge, I think, or Bubble or whatever, Night Pussy. I don't remember the name of it. But I got on there and I got matched up with this gal, and I drove. I guess I drove over to her place, but I got over to her place and I was in my car when I got there. You know, I was like, "What the fuck? This is a magic car." So I got there and I was high on cocaine, just you know, just playing point guard for Satan, you know. I had the rattles, baby, you know. Yeah. Oh, they cut that shit with some fucking Sherwin-Williams, bro. That shit. It had the rattles in it, baby, at the end, you know. And I'm walking up to this lady's house that I don't know, that I just met on the application, and oh, I forgot to say this part, right? This young lady didn't have any legs. Yeah, she had any legs, man, and this is the story making fun of somebody who doesn't have legs. She just happened to not have any. Yeah, because those people are in stories as well, right? Yeah, I'm sick of everybody having legs in every frickin' story. That's unrealistic, man, and that shit ends tonight. But here's the crazy part, from looking at her pictures on the application, you don't know she don't have any legs, right? So from looking at the pictures, you think, everybody had legs. So here comes Santa Claus. I'm rattling up to this lady's house that I don't know, because my phone told me it's okay to do this. And I get a message from her on the application, and it said, "I'm gonna leave the front door unlocked. I'll be in my room. It's the second door down the hallway. My door will be open. My light will be on." Now that's a text you get if you's about to get murdered. But when you're high on cocaine, you think, oh, she just playing hard to get, boy. So I go in this lady's house that I do not know, right? Because the cocaine's telling me, get in there and fuck, son. Even though the last logical part of my brain is like, dude, you might get stabbed. The cocaine's like, but you might get stabbed and still fuck, son. You can fuck with a knife in you? No, I can't, dude. I can't fuck if the ceiling fan's on. Yeah, if anybody can do that, they're a damn Navy SEAL, I feel like. So anyway, this is where I go on drugs, I just go wherever. So I go in this lady's house, I'm walking down the hallway, I see the second light, of coming out the door's open. I say hello, and I'm doing pretty good. And it's the girl from the pictures, right? And she's laying in bed. She's laying in bed. She had the covers pulled up real high, you know. Like, remember how like the big bad wolf had him, you know? Like, oh, your car's broken down, huh? Oh, my cousin works at Pep Boys. So I sit on the bed next to her, and I'm just kind of, you know, just being cool or whatever, you know, just chatting or whatever. And I still think everybody has legs, right? Yeah. I'm old-fashioned, I guess, or whatever. Yeah, like if somebody ran in the room and was like, who has legs in here? I think both me and her would raise our hand, you know. We're good, buddy. Next house, maybe. Yeah, put us down for 4, please. Yes, sir. Thank you. Yeah, leg census. Yeah, they got a new guy doing it, buddy. He is better. So I'm sitting there, I'm chatting, and things are going pretty swell. I start kissing on her neck, you know. Not even kissing, just rubbing my coked out, dehydrated, just refinishing this woman's neck. I left a damn right angle. I left a damn bookshelf on her. She could put 2 books right there. What you reading, baby girl? And I start feeling down her body like this, right? And my hand gets about right here. And it boomerangs back up. And I thought that she's laying down Indian style, you know? Yeah, because what else you gonna think? Yeah, nothing. So I feel again, right? My hand gets about right here, and it boomerangs back up. I said, well, how tall are you? I said, because you don't feel real tall. And at this point, under the covers, I kind of see like, and look, I got no business being over there. I've done so much cocaine, my wiener's not work. I'm not. Because you can't do a bunch of cocaine and bring some good wiener. God don't let you do all of that. Even the Lord puts a governor on you, you know? I mean, my wiener was out of town. It was Labor Day weekend for my wiener, baby. My wiener was at the lake, so that thing, it'll be back on Tuesday. And at this point, under the covers, I kind of see this, right? Like oh, it was wild. It was like, almost like a rabbit, like trying to hear something under a sheet. Like, what was that? Was that springtime? And at this point, I realized something is amiss. And if you're laying in bed next to somebody, and you don't know if they have legs or not, right? Which doesn't matter, but you have a right to know if you want to know. The best way to find out is you got to run a leg check on them, right? So I run that frisk whisper out there. Over 2. Swing and a miss, right? And now I'm coming down off the drugs, and I thought, this was a real thought in my head, I thought that they were luring people here and stealing people's legs. Like she was like a trap queen at like a leg hut or whatever. So I'm thinking, I gotta get out of here. So I said, hey, I need to go to the restroom. She goes, it's right down the hall. So then I'm about to walk out of the room. And I'm like, well, how do I get out of the room, you know? Like I didn't want to be insensitive, you know? But I'm like, surely I don't walk out of the room. Like if you're the last person in the room with somebody and they don't have any legs, surely you don't fucking leave the room on your legs, bro. Like, you know, like you're just David Goggins in Vietnam or something. So this is what I thought was better. I scoot off of the bed, just keep casually communicating, and I push myself out of the room like this. Just like a coked up squid. Got onto my car, man, I was so high. My heart just thought I was gonna die. Just felt like just wouldn't stop beating. I remember thinking that I wanted to go to sleep, but I was afraid to go to sleep. I thought I was gonna die. I wrote a will. I remember writing a will. Dude, I've written so many wills, dude. Yeah, because that's how fucked up I like to get, you know? I like to get to the point where I just don't feel like I don't know. Just like a challenge, I don't know what it is. I wrote this will, I remember I couldn't find a pen in my car, I could only find a lipsticks, you know? Probably from you know who, Patrick. So I'll write mom at the top of it. But when you're fonting with lipsticks, you're fonting at probably 130, right? So mom took up 70% of the fucking page, which made me so angry at her, I left her $120. So, that's what she gets for not standing up for me when my grandmother wouldn't let me come visit for a decade. So that's called resentment, but I know. Sometimes I keep resentments, I don't know why. I think sometimes I keep the resentment I have with my mother. Sometimes I think the only relationship I ever even had with my mother was that I fucking didn't like her. Sad as that is. And so I don't want to let go of the resentment, because if I let go of it, then I won't have any relationship at all. As strange as that may sound, I don't know why I'm even saying that. But anyway, I was just thinking out loud. Yeah, thank you guys for coming out tonight. I want to thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for letting me live in your state. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate it. It's a beautiful place. I feel lucky to be able to be here. I wish the Orange did better. That's for damn sure, dude. Jesus. Basketball's good, but I wish we would have beat Georgia, to be honest with you. So. Still just makes me fucking mad, boy. So, we just need more prayer candles, probably. I'll tell you this story, you know, maybe that little bus was on to something, because when I got into 4th grade, I was in, they put me in learning disabled. You know, in a lot of our town they put it there. So I'm not trying to brag on it, but I got put in, and I remember the first day of school, you get to school and it said on the piece of paper, P104. That's what it said on it. And it meant portable. They just put these portables in outside the school. And they put like twins in them and gingers, right? Asthmatics, air pussies, we call them. Yeah, look, if you can't breathe, maybe God don't want you around here. Because this is a breathing planet. And I remember I got to the door of it that day and it said on it, learning disabled, right? Now it would say like God's buddies on it or whatever. Poseidon's kittens. But when I was in that bitch, it was learning disabled. And it was who it said it was in there. Yep, they had Down syndrome in there. They had the original Down syndrome dude, the dude that only looked down, bro. Bitch, I've been down, I stay down, bitch. Gravity is my girlfriend. He was in there. Up syndrome, that dude was in there. Astronomer Johnson, he was up in there. This dude, the bravest blind dude I'd ever seen, the guy with the stick that keeps moving forward no matter what is going on. The Lord's Roomba, bro, he was up in there. This dude was in there. Inchworm Watkins, he was up in that bitch. Cautious Clay, just checking the path for landmines, he was in there. The first wigger that they'd ever seen in our area, right? The first white kid that wanted to be black, they'd never seen it before. He was in that bitch. So you had Down syndrome, you had Up syndrome, you had bravest blind dude, you had lean with it, right with it. Then you had Brian Purvis just dribbling the invisible basketball. and wearing a Charlotte Hornets pullover and posting up limp kids in a lunch line. And we were what it said on the door, we was learning disabled. And the teacher wasn't even a teacher. It was Mr. Gregory that did the bleachers. I'm like, who the fuck is this, bro? This is just the oldest one of us. Why is he teaching us in Oakleys? And I didn't know why I was in there. That was the toughest part. I didn't know if something happened to me or something over the summer, or if I fall off a building or something. And I was afraid to tell my mom because I knew she'd be mad at me. She'd blame it on me or whatever. So I was just in there, bro. You know, just like an undercover boss. So I don't know what the fuck was going on. And all anybody cared about in there was the lost and found. That was it. Like, hey man, what should we have for lunch? I'm like, let's check out the lost and found. Might be something. Like, hey, what should we do this weekend? I'm like, well, we can check out the lost and found. Might be something. Like, we are the lost and found, huh? We looking for ourselves, baby. And one nice thing that really happened in there, man, I was in there for about 7 weeks. And one of the best things happened to me. They had a lot of like just kindness in there. They had this rule whenever you left the classroom or whatever, you had to have all of your clothes on. Which I think is a good rule for anywhere, any community or place. And one time I was leaving, I put my hat on, right? I put my hat on, and I guess I did it in one motion, right? And they called it a hole-in-one, like nobody had ever done it. So I got a hole-in-one. And I didn't know, and I turned around and all the kids were clapping, man. And hugging me, and just hugged me for like 6 or 7 minutes. And it was just nice, you know, and yeah, and I was in there for about 6 weeks, and this kid named Nicholas came running through one day, and I knew him from school, and he was bringing a note from his teacher to our teacher. And I was like, Nicholas. And he acted like he didn't know me. I'm like, dang, bro. I'm in here deep. They can't even see me out there no more. And about 2 weeks later, a teacher came in. She had some paperwork on her. And she said, there's been a mistake. And you saw everybody in that bitch just kind of perked up, you know? People that hadn't perked up in a long time just fucking threw that perk on them, you know? And they called out my name, man, and yeah, I just felt lucky, I guess, you know. And so if I see somebody that's learning disabled, I did my time. The party never leaves, man. Gang recognized gang, bro. I'm Theo Vaughn. Thank you so much, Knoxville, for letting me be here with you.